What's poppin', fellow nerds? Today we have another deck profile from the first place winner of my locals from this past Friday. It's my boy AJ, and he went undefeated with purple ChaosGallantmon. So he's going to go over his deck and some of the choices he made and explain some of them. But I'll let him take it away.
So, played a Purple Galantmon today, went 4-0, I think? Yeah, 4-0. I can't remember. I dropped one game to Dia because of Brick. Other than that, it was a good tournament experience. I feel like this deck's kind of underrated. It kind of does the same thing Lilith Loop does, but it's more control-y, and I prefer control decks over aggressive decks. But let's start with the Tombas. You play for the Fiery Boy, because he's the best one. Draw card, discard card, super good. That's 80% of the time it's not going to come up, because you play Black Orgrimmon, so you can Digiburst it. But when it does, it helps filter, so that's good. And then the one of you play the one Chibi Boy, Xiaomon. You fill your trash super quick, and the retaliation comes up. Tonight I had an ultimate and a Xiaomon with a Terror underneath. He had Ancient Garu and a blocker, so it forced the block, and then I just got the Hell's Gate for free, so I cleared this whole board, and I just won the game from there. So for the Tamba, rookies. Best rookie in my opinion, Orgiomon, on deletion gain of memory. Super good, it's during both players' turn. It sucks when you get ultimate flared, but if you have 3 on these, you just max on the memory, it feels super good. Also, you just abuse this guy late game just to keep going. You play 4 Tapermon, standard and purple. You don't play Labramon simply because ChaosGallantmon does not trigger on-play effects. Literally the only reason why. If he triggered, you'd be doing a 2-2 split. But outside of that, Taper is your best go-to at that point. Tugazimon. Good for Lilith Loop. It's good against purple. The blue players that play Hexablow and all that jazz. Hammer Sparks are annoying. It's also good against the yellow decks that play Blinding Ray, because that card is free when they have 0 security. Then the last 3, it doesn't matter. I just play 2 Candle, 1 Demi-Devi. Candle's the superior one, so play 3 Candle. That is 13 rookies. You can play Impmon if you want to accelerate your graveyard state. It's not needed because I feel like you'll deck out. And you can also try Gabumon, but I also feel like it's not needed because I play a certain card. On the champions, you play 4 Blocker Devi. Self-explanatory, 1 Evo. I play 3 Marimon. I don't know why I play 3. I couldn't find room for 4th. I'm trolling. 1 Vaomon, because, you know, your boy behind the camera loves one-ofs, and he's going to love this deck. The 6K is actually relevant for Shoutmon decks, if you actually play against them, and against other decks that are just swarm the field, the 6K is relevant, and I only have the 1, because you can just recur it off the Zort, and I felt 6 blockers were super cloggy, as of tested last week, because I got 5th, and because of it, it was really sad. The last 2 ones, you play 2 Devi. This is controversial. Some people think this card's needed, but I don't think it is, because you're just going to Digiburst it away off Black Orgrimmon. But when you need it, you can just tutor off of Zort from your grave, or you just hold it for when you actually do need it to out a big dude. Like round 3 against the blue player, he had Hell's Gate and Security with Ancient Garu, so he just all out swung, gave me 2 memory, think he was going to get 4. Promoted Guilmon, just dropped this, answered it. But like I said, the Inheritable doesn't matter. But it's 10 champions. You could probably swap this guy out for the 4th one if you really want to. It's your decision. Onto the Ultimates. This card is the best card in your deck for Ultimates. This card says, play a dude for free and continue wombo combo. The Inheritable is insane. You delete a Guilmon or a Tapermon or whatever, restand a dude, and then you'll plus off of that. And 80% of the time you'll have a ChaosGallantmon on top, so you'll just bring it back. So it's just free. 2 Skull, because it's just a 5 cost, hard play, and 2 cost Evo, cheaps. Then, to the second best ultimate in this game, Chimeramon, self-explanatory, card's nuts, been in the game since day 1.
Why no Lady Dev?
You don't play Lady Dev because you'll probably just deck out, especially because I play Takumi, I don't play, spoiler, I don't play Purple Mat. I don't think it's needed anymore. I just chose to play Takumi to stall and to tutor and go quicker, so I don't want to play Lady Devimon and just deck out quicker. And I play 2 purple options, so you can't use the Heritable.
Sure.
Megas! One of my favorite Digimon, probably my favorite Digimon in the game. ChaosGallantmon. Card super undervalued and underrated. When Digivolving, pop another dude, Chimeramon something, so level 5 or lower. And then on deletion once per turn, per copy, you can bring a dude back, a rookie. So if you have the stack of Black War Digiburst for the Guilmon, you can just pretty much just hard 3 Evo while outing a dude, and you still have 2 dudes on board. Super good. If you have 2 on board, that's when it gets ignorant, because you just keep looping. You'll just crash one dude, and you'll just get +1, so you have an extra dude guy on board for no reason. Anubismon. Card is bonkers. Card just says Monster Reborn a rookie and get rushed on all your dudes, especially off of a Zort. Insane. This is a flex spot. I wanted to test it. It came up once. Tactimon. So, for all who don't know, it says activate one of the effects, and if you have no other Digimon, do all 3. It's either gain a memory, gain 2k DP for the turn, and destroy up to 3 level 3 Digimon. So, with him and Black War Greymon, it's super, super valuable. But outside of that, he's mediocre. He's mainly there just for spot removal, like against the Lord Nightmon decks or the Rookie Rush decks, blue decks. He's also there for cheap Evo. In theory, I want to try 3 Anubis, but I feel like it's too much. Because the abilities down here are super good and super situational. So when it comes up, it comes up. Those are the only megas you play. You don't want to play 4 Chaos Gallant in a Chaos Gallant deck because it breaks. It just feels bad. So I dropped it down to 3 from last week. On the level 7s. This is the best Omnion in the game. You cannot change my mind. This guy literally says, I'm Piedmon but better. He's also Trump Sword. You cannot beat that.
Trump Sword but better.
Trump Sword but better. Trump Sword on legs. This with the White Dual Tamer with a Black War Greymon is insane. Spot removal, Monster Reborn 2 dudes for free. Get the on-play effects. So the situation, so you have 5 memory. You can play this. Do your thing. Monster Reborn a Chimeramon, a Guilmon. Go to 0. Proceed your turn and keep going. This card is an issue. And if this card hits the field more than once, you're winning the game. This was the 4th defeat last week, or the 4th Zort. I played 1 defeat. This game is very Tamer-aligned. I didn't realize how Tamer-aligned was going to be, so I wanted something to destroy the Tamers, like Sora Joe, Arida, all that BS. So it helps in security too, especially early game, because it helps pressure. And the deletion effect, so you can go Chimeramon, kill this, kill something else, and then you can kill another dude. So you just 1 for 2 dude. You're 1 for 2. Don't recommend this. It's funny though. If you don't want to, I completely understand. I played 1 antibody. I want to have fun, but unfortunately this card came up 3 times today, and now I actually like it on the deck. For what if y'all don't know, yes, he evolves from red or blue, but he also says you can do it on top of any Omnion for a 3 cost. Then he says, when attacking, pop something that's 15 or less, which is everything in the game, so he kills anything. And then on your opponent's turn when they attack, you you remove 2 sources to negate the attack. This, with Madden Tai and Black War Greymon, is extremely powerful. I had a game where I had 2 Madden Tais out with a Black War Greymon underneath him, and I cleared 2 dudes while hitting for 6 security total, and I just flat out won that game. He just couldn't answer it. Once this guy hits the field, if they don't have spot removal, you win in the story. So for level 7s, on to the Tamers. Like I said, instead of Matt, I opt to play 2 Takumi. This card slows the game down, while also accelerating my game state. This card says I don't lose the Rookie Swarm, and I don't lose the Lord Nightmon as fast. The extra draw helps tremendously, especially early game. If you opened up Rookie 1-cost Takumi, you're going to go evolve for free, play Takumi, pass, and you're just set up from there. You're always going to be +1 card ahead of your opponent, which is super important in this card game, in my opinion. Card advantage helps a lot. Yes, you're playing purple, so purple usually Rookie rushes, quote-unquote. You don't care about this effect. You don't care about losing memory. All you do to cannonballs is for your big dudes and for your ultimates. You just yeet them at your opponent, and they cry. They can't deal with it. The other 3, Dual Tamer, Tai and Matt. This card is insane. This card says gain 2 memory for level 6 or higher on the field. This also says your turn if you have an Omnimon, +1 security attack. It stacks, obviously. This card is an instant one against the Aboramon, instant one against Megazoo. If you have this in your security stack with a defeat, you win that game. Because you cheated out 2 really good cards and super powerful. And then for the last 3, 2 Hell's Gate. Wanted to try it this week. Did not regret it. I killed a lot of Armageddonmons this week. I'll tell you that. Killed a lot of big problem blue cards. Killed a lot of Omnimons. It's super good. Highly recommend it. And then, last card, one of Fleet Summoning Omnimon. You only need one because you can add off the security, and if you have it, if you activate it, you should be winning the game anyway. You don't need more than one in my opinion. One is fine. And that is the deck profile. Like I said, deck's a lot of fun. It plays like Lilith Loops to an extent. It's super slow at first, but once you control the board to slow it down to your game speed, you're gonna win 100% of the time. I played Lilith Loop round 1, around the last round. They couldn't keep up once I started Chimeramon early on. They just fell apart from there because you go Chimeramon, promote the Guilmon, then you just go Gallantmon, and they're behind technically 3 cards, plus you're choking them with memory now. So if you have the cards, highly recommend trying this deck. Probably my favorite deck of the format. And that is it. Like the video, subscribe to the Sean because he's pretty dope. And that is it. Have a good one.
And as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content and want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.